7th. It's finally summer, and this issue is going to start off with a day in the life with my friend Steve Caballero. Also, we have a media road trip through Costa Rica. Next, we have a spot check at the Ladner and Oakville skate parks in Canada. We have a world report with footage from Spain and France. Next, we have a checkup with James Craig. Up next, we have Wheels of Fortune with Bryan London. And finally, we have a split road trip to Hawaii. Hope you enjoy it.
Come on, come on. Feel good, don't it? This is for warm days. We drift away while the sun sets and the ghettos play. Long nights on a hot summer's block where you sip your brew and never touch your glide. This is for eyes that cry like yours and learn to smile again.
What's up, everybody? It's Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray. You're watching 4011.
It's complete dedication to skating.
His name is Stefan Attardo. He's the star of a new pro model for Santa Cruz skateboards. He has been described as handsome, tough, talented, sexy, sensitive, dynamic, and brilliant. Amazing Flair raves Skateboarder magazine. He's been called a top contender for an Academy Award. Stefan Attardo is the Italian Stallion.
When I came over to Element, you know, it was just probably one of the most exciting things I've ever done in my life. Just because I'm stoked on every single person on the team. And, you know, it's like, no matter who you look at on the Element team, there's always something about them that you're just so hyped on, you know? Like every single one of them. So, I don't know. Element was just the home for me, you know? It was just the greatest thing ever. I'm definitely psyched. I don't see myself anywhere else.
You nigga. Kinda windy, huh?
It's kinda windy.
That's the do out though, cuz. Kinda windy. Hook your back up, cuz. Tighten him up a little bit. You straight, cuz. You got blood circulating or what?
I want a little cake.
You got the cake, don't trip. Do-rag, floor's curvy. Holla at him. 4A video coming out. Look out for it, nigga.
Remember that?
I want you to listen to me carefully for a minute.
Call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
It's 7:30. Welcome to a day in my life.
This is my office. This is pretty much how I communicate with the fans and companies I ride for. Here, check it out. Check out my toys. As you can see, I'm a motocross fan. And my first motocross trophy. 4th place in the beginners. My new collection, Planet of the Apes. This is one I'll be for Halloween. Looks very real, huh? I won this off of eBay. I think it's time to wake up Kayla. Good morning. I'll make you some food, okay? The breakfast of champions. Pop-Tarts. Cheers. Can I help you feed Paris? Let's go to school. School. You signing yourself in? Good morning. Here you go, Kayla. I'll see you later, okay? 8:30. Time to go ride motocross.
You want time for breakfast?
You got any money? Where is it? Sue's purse. My personal ATM. We are going to go get a coffee for Sue and a bagel and Jamba Juice. So I'm probably gonna go to the truck, do some practice laps on my bike. Gearing up, get down. gotta go sweat my butt off skating. I'm gonna go home and set up a new board. And then meet some friends at the band skate park. It's getting kinda hot. Wanna go swimming? Hey Jai, what's up? Yeah, you need a ride there? I'll probably be leaving here about 10-15 minutes. 10-9. I was supposed to meet those guys about a half an hour ago, but I'm in no hurry. You better go meet those guys. I hit the spot. Now I'm ready to skate. About 6:15, we take a little break, then I head over to band practice. The Faction. It's an old skate band that I was in like 1982 to 85. Just got back together and we're doing a reunion show this summer. It's about 8:30 right now. And just got done with band practice, and now we're heading home. Kayla's in the bathtub, and if I want to get home, I'll put her to bed, check my email.
Huh?
You know what you did today?
What?
You went motocrossing, you went swimming. Life's hard as a pro skater. Skateboarding, band practice. See the fronts.
I did that already.
You did the fronts? Mr. Jeremy took his She likes to pick the long story so she can stay up longer. Huh?
Yeah.
Do you want to sleep with Tiger and Monkey?
Yeah.
Good night. I never want to go to sleep. Well, it's about 10:15 and I'm just finishing up some emails here and then I'm going to go to bed. So thanks for hanging out today. And hope you enjoyed Day in the Life with Steve Caballero. Take care.
What do I say, dude? Just cut all this up. I'll just say dumb things and just put it all together. Don't use that, dude. How do you begin it? Like, where do you start? We started at LAX. It was Dave Duren, Tom Krauser, Jake Stewart, Jonas Wray, Gary Smith, Tommy Bajanik, and Shad Lambert from Transworld, and Anthony Clairval from 4-on-1. My first impression of Costa Rica when I got off the plane was it was real tropical, really fresh fruit, and dudes with machine guns. That's what it was, dude.
after one of the demos, tried to skate this rail, saw it driving by. Just like every other day around 2 or 3 o'clock, it started to rain. And started trying it. The landing was just super sketchy. I ended up breaking my board, and that last slam pretty much wrecked my knee. I didn't have any more tries left in me.
Costa Rica was a great time. It was. Costa Rica was a lot of fun. It was like a bunch of friends going on a trip. And it was good memories, and I'm sure we'll have more good memories together.
This is Forrest, and you're watching 4811.
It's another headbanger. Swiss beats, the hits on the street till they 6 weeks. I be on the MP so much that my wrist squeak. Ain't shit sweet. Problem in here. All my thugs in the club start violin in here. Now put your bottles in the air, then light your Dutchess. Me and Buster keep it tight like life on sucking. Niggas that don't like me get the knife for fun. Cause one night in the club get your life on crutches. You got that water?
Hey, this is Ladner. This is the park, I'll show you it. This is called the climax. It goes up and grind.
I can be pride whenever they want. But broken leg.
You got bangs?
And unlucky stunt. Just like Paul says.
This is called the elbow.
Left in the dial. They stare at the sun.
The wet.
And quickly decide.
It's about 30 minutes from Vancouver.
Wanted to be aimless. I never wanted to be shameless. And always I was acrophobic too. Wuthering heights from the first time.
This is Shell Park. It's in Oakville, Ontario. 20 minutes from downtown Toronto. Everything's built right. Check it out if you're in the area.
Every time.
This is James Craig, and you're watching 411.
What we're about to do and show you is how we get along. We get along with eye contact. We also get along by listening to one another. Not only that, but we also get along because of rhythms. And it's all about a feel, but it's a positive attitude to make it work. And what we're about to show you today is
pleasure to see you.
On Video presents its feature article, an in-depth look at a road trip down the eastern coast of Australia.
Hello, we just flew into Melbourne, Australia. Weather's good. It's about 9:30 in the morning.
I told him I'd give him my old board if we ever did the best trick, and the kid just got up on the roof and tried to kick poop off of it.
So there was just so many people there. Yeah, you're bound to run into someone. It was fun though while it lasted. But I just I don't know, I just had to get out of there. Just had to go back to California.
I work my fingers to the bone. My elbow grease seeps. Benefits get reaped, I keep talk to a minimum. Props I never rented on my own, all my masters. Selling tape for cash for the middlemen bastards, though. It'd have been faster to take that route. I'm observing those who didn't, that's unfortunate how it turned out.
We were just actually not even gonna skate that day. It was a little overcast, and I think we were gonna go to the mall. On the way to the mall, there's a triple set, and I just kind of want to check it out. Maybe I could shoot a photo or something, you know. And I ollied it once, and I was like, oh yeah, I think I might be able to do a trick down this, you know. I think I tried a 3-flip once or something like that. Now I was like, dude, I think I should just kickflip it. So I went first try for the kickflip, landed it, and shot out into the street. After that, I tried it probably like 3 or 4 more times, and I was just like, all right, I'm going for this. That's it.
What you're given's what they take. There's no leftovers, only scraps on the plate.
I was scared shitless. I was just scared of, I don't know, hurting myself, and I've never broken a bone or anything like that, or I'd never majorly injured myself, so I'm sitting there and I kind of was like, oh, I did it. I thought I tore my ACL because I didn't know anything about your knee. It just popped out and it felt all crazy. Honestly, like, I didn't want to know that I tore it. I could tell myself, like, oh, you're all right, you know what I mean? I could lie to myself. It's your body, you know how you feel, and I thought I was all right. Pretty much every time I would get hurt, I would just chill out, and then trying to come back was probably the hardest part because I knew I had to take it mellow, but at the same time I needed to get good coverage because I just turned pro, you know what I mean? Every time I would come back, it was pretty much just a thing of like me pushing myself too fast, too soon. The day of the surgery was just too anticipated. I knew that I was getting surgery a month before that. I'd say the scariest day was the day before when I was like, all right, you know, this is my last day to just go have fun or, you know, do what I want to do because I'm going to be on my back for the next at least 3-4 weeks.
Anterior cruciate ligament reconstruction, partial medial meniscectomy versus repair. Does that sound correct?
Yeah. Even if you have insurance, knee surgery could cost you upwards of like 10-15 grand, you know what I mean? I was fortunate to have a little bit of money saved up. And then a good friend of mine, Matt, from Liberty Board Shop, helped me out like tremendously. And then like circa
Blind helped me out like a gang too. Like they pretty much just fronted me some cash.
Yeah, I made a little mess there. Sorry about that. Hope it doesn't hurt you. Yeah, make sure you get all of that on the floor.
Okay.
Forget the scrimmage like the ball, then they bumbo. Then their career starts to tumble. Nobody stays humble in the scene. They try to come out, sting like bumblebees, man. These trendy MCs.
It's called the CPM machine. It's constant pattern of motion. Your ligaments are not the same as your bones, and that if you're going to replace it or you're going to cut into it or something, you don't need to cast it. You need to start bending it and getting it how it would normally work as soon as possible.
This thing is driving me crazy. I gotta sit in this thing like 6 to 8 hours a day for the first 21 days.
You must provoke things. Do it like you're meant to. No matter what you've been through, don't let this world bend you.
When you went, I was pretty much starting like the full range of motion, full weight bearing exercises, which is like pretty much the next phase after you start to heal. They've seen my injury probably more times than I could count, so they pretty much know what I need to do. They're just there to teach me and, reassure me that everything's gonna be good. Like I can push on my skateboard, that's not too strenuous, but doing tricks or any of that stuff I can't do for probably at least a year after the surgery. It kind of disappoints me to see that over the past year that most of my photos and footage have been subpar for my taste and for my standards, what I would put myself at. But I've been trying to come back with this injury so many times that that's just what I ended up with.
Alright, Bryan, let's see. You'll be trying to skate a rail or something, and he'll do the tricks you want to do before you even get your board out of the car. But you can do anything he wants to do. As long as things are going right that day, you can do whatever he wants to do.
That's Bryan London! He's a bomb!
After I met Jason Rogers, I sent him in my footage and it just lagged on me for so long. Finally, one day, I guess he decided to look at it or something.
No, when I first got a Sponsor Me tape, I had it sitting on my table for 3 weeks, and me and Daniel Haney were sitting there, and we were just bored one day, so we put it in, and we watched it, and we were just like, we gotta call this kid. He's one of those kids, that's all he does. Everything's about skating. Basically, he'll just wake up, where are we filming today? Why can't we go film today? You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm one of the luckiest people in the world. I think anyone would in my spot. Just keep skating. Don't ever give up. Anything's possible.
Yes, LP. Luke Pack, the group that rocks fresh. LP. Luke Pack, the group that rocks fresh. My New Year's resolution, persistent and no whack MC confusion. To break MCs in half, they rhymes be like illusion. My conclusion, Luke Pack, the group that cause lick confusion. Brothers might check one, but can't get with Susan. I take levels of the trouble. Embrace the bass and grab hold of a still and come face to face. Silly mortals coming through portals, yapping at their lip. Even if the ass was Asian, they still couldn't flip. Some old lyrical, my spiritual rhymes be physical. Kicking metaphorical, my style's historical. It's metaphorical, brother, to say he saw me in the article. I hear whack rumors, but yo, it's hard to cool. I'll try down. I don't clown, I just come forth kicking that Lupac sound. I get props with my liquid crew MCs I rock with. Iron lock styles like locksmith. Never read my weeded it. I don't have to smoke. Yeah, weeded it. Every time you say I freestyle, you must be weeded it. I never needed it. I don't have to smoke a blunt to get pepped up. First off, Lupac set it off, the wrecking band. The only smoke you ever see while y'all get be secondhand. I've ignored non freestyling MCs. They get me bored. My exhibit shows I'm the rhythmic, dyslexic, Lord, wild child. Know to most people is cracking jack. Your style got no flave like licorice that be black. I'm offending when I stop bending men. Coming forth with 100% adrenaline. It's not my fault. I come forth with hip hop from my heart. I get pissed when whack MC step up and test my art. Props too. CDB crews, East West respect my style. I'ma get your tape and push eject, cause we be weeded it. You're an MC who gets weeded it. Every time you say I freestyle, you must be weeded it. I never needed it. I don't have to smoke a blunt to get pepped. Ask yourself when you're weeded it. Are you an MC who gets weeded it? Only a true MC unless your ass is weeded it. I never needed it. 1-2s, we bringing some new shit. 100% octane for the brain. Able to combust in seconds in small frames. No time for games, I'm busy trying to stack.
Videos can really get your heart going. This is a time to relax. I'm actually really stressed out right now. The due dates for 411 got mixed up, and this thing's due in about 3 hours. Maybe this will help me too.
Kisha Skateboard is the leading European brand. The team is spread out all over Europe and consists of Pontus Al, Vincent Bressel, Nicolas Caron, Jeremy Daclan, Ricardo Fonseca, Javier Mendizabal, JJ Russo, Geoffrey Van Hove, and finally Jan Cleaver. So now you know. Cliché Video Europa, available now.
Hawaii is just like a beautiful place, you know? And we flew into Honolulu International Airport on the island of Oahu, and we went in the beginning of March. It was amazing to be surrounded by sea, like the wind blowing, the sea air, the heat. We were staying in this like $1 million beach house, like one house away from the beach. It was absolutely amazing. The team consisted of Andy MacDonald, Fabrizio Santos, Jim Gagney, Dan Peugeot, Jake Nunn, Sean Payne, Danny Gonzalez. Also on the trip was Ewan Bauman, filmer, and Pete Thompson, photographer for Transworld. First morning, all the guys tried their hand at surfing. It's quite funny watching them all try to catch some waves. Right after we did that, we went to go street skating. The first spot we hit up had a really gnarly rough surface. Jim certainly annihilated his hand. It looked like some minced beef or something. Next day we went to a skate park underneath a bridge. All in all, the first little session was good. Like a lot of stuff went down. After we'd skated that park, we spied this big white ledge. Fabrizio had called it out, so he had 5 tries to do this crooked grind. It was the most ridiculous thing. We got kicked out right after he did it. Saturday was our first real demo at the Air Force Base. It's the one inside the big aircraft hangar. After that, we drove home and we had a crazy barbecue in the house. So many people came over. The whole place was just packed with people, like people everywhere. So much beer, so much food on the barbecue. Police came, just told everyone to be quiet. Sunday, we woke up, everyone hungover, sore. We had to fly over to Maui to do a demo. There was tons of kids there, good atmosphere. Everyone got their moves on. Yeah, it was cool. People there were friendly. We had a good time. It was a beautiful place. That was the trip to Hawaii.
That's it for this issue of 4-1. Hope you enjoyed it. Out now is Tampa 2001 contest video and Vancouver 2001 coming soon. Till next time, wear your sunblock. Have a good summer.
If he rolls 4, 5, 6, does he just gonna take it right off the bat? That's an automatic win, right? What are you doing? You just have to crack that thing. Crack it. Oh! No way! Suspect throw, dude! Suspect throw! First roll, suspect! I'm not playing no more tour, no more nothing with this guy right here. This guy. I don't like mine. Losing the feeling, yes, alright. Losing the meaning, yes, alright. I like it with you. Killing time, wasted minds, wasted love. Thinking everybody's blind to your crimes, but I know those eyes. I see that all your time's lost to me, just as easy as I see you bleed. I ain't blind, 'cause I've had those eyes. Losing the feeling, yes, alright. In the meaning, yes, alright. I like it with you. Killing time, wasted minds, wasted looks, perfect eyes. We don't feel, we just want.
thoughts? Okay. It's gonna smell nice in here. Tortoise and Sir Isaac Newton. The alder, however, he sounded.
What happened?
I think Matt farted.
I know.
That was funny.